Women of Reddit, what are some tips on eating pussy? Slow the ever-loving fuck down. You're licking a clitoris, not sanding a boat. Don't just attack the clit. Go around the clit too. Go near it. Or lick it at an angle and very softly. Take your time. Think of the orgasm as a skittish and elusive cat, and you have to draw it out and coax it slowly. You can't just chase after it and expect it to happen right away. Also, if she says right there or keep going, it does not mean go faster and fuck it up. Literally do exactly what you're doing. Tease her. Don't just go straight for the clit. Harder is not always better. Start soft and then maybe add some pressure if your lady friend wants it. Enthusiasm is at least 70% of being good at it. Nobody likes to feel like they're the two peas you're eating because you have to get dessert. Use your whole tongue. Just the tip on the clip is overstimulating and can feel physically painful and be a huge turnoff. Use your whole tongue. Eat the whole pussy. Wrap your arms around the legs, make her feel like you want to be there. If she's moving, don't follow her. You're half an inch off target, she's trying to help you. Use your whole tongue. Imagine you are a cow licking something. Lesbian here, start slow with easy pressure, like I'm talking really gentle, and build up until you find the pressure your partner reacts most to. Listen to her body, like if she is writhing faster, go faster, if she's writhing slower, go slower. If she's pushing into you, go harder, etc. Listen to her voice too, gotta know your partner on that one. Don't be afraid to use your whole face, the tongue alone gets sore and cramped after not that long. Also, don't lick like you're licking a lollipop. Imagine you want to lick your up the middle of your whole hand from wrist to fingertips. You start at the wrist, right? Well, at that moment, where is your nose? Should be around where your palm is. Do the same thing when eating pussy, tongue down low near the vaginal opening, lick up, use the nose against the clit and bring up the chin too, careful with the pressure, beard stubble can be an issue sometimes too with the chin. Like seriously, don't be afraid to get your whole face wet, enjoy the taste and experience and literally get into it. Nothing will turn a woman on more than if the partner eating her pussy is fucking into it so much. Last tip, gentle sucking around the clit is often a winner. How? Stick the top of your thumb in your mouth and gently, I mean gently, the clit is very sensitive, suck it with an airtight seal, feel that pulling sensation, that feels amazing on the clit, make an airtight seal with your lips around the clit and give a little suck here and there. Happy feasting! Edit, thanks for all the love and awards. P.S. I know some of you licked your hand from the wrist, didn't you? Saying don't stop doesn't mean speed up or slow down or start doing something different. It means keep doing exactly what you're doing. Watch the Nina Hartley instructional vid 3.0 that is obviously NSFW. Don't use too much pressure, and don't go too fast. Use a flat tongue, not the tip of your tongue. Don't switch things up too much. Find one technique that she likes, and stick with it until she's done. When she's in the middle of orgasming, slow things down to extend the orgasm. If you go too fast, her orgasm will be over too quick. Don't stop until she literally pushes you away. Stay down there. I once read on Reddit, start like a butterfly landing on a flower, finish like a bulldog eating a bowl of oatmeal. It served me well. Your job is to pick the most awful actor to play James Bond. Who do you pick? Andy Dick. That would be a horrible idea. Carrot Top. Mike Tyson. He has to do the British accent and everything. None of his real-world personality can come through, he has to be 100% serious. Easy, I let the internet decide through an open poll on Twitter. Tommy Wiseau. Chevy Chase. That orca from Free Willy. Kevin Hart. Michael Cera. Rob Schneider. James Corden. Steven Seagal, or however you spell his name, LOL. The actor who plays the detective in Knives Out. Sure, he's a good detective, but he wouldn't be good as a secret agent actor star. Danny DeVito, not because he is awful. Just because of awful casting. Gilbert Gottfried. What secret could ruin your life if it got out? To pass my high school graduation writing exam, I just wrote the story to Gears of War because I didn't study or prepare beforehand. That my uncle raped and prostituted me out for drugs when I was 7. I've tried talking to my parents about my mental health before, and it's always ended badly, so I just don't try anymore. If they found this out, I am certain they wouldn't believe me, would gossip to everyone about what a liar I am, and I'd be even more of a black sheep in my family. And if they did happen to believe me, I'm sure they'd find a way to blame me. Edit. Wow. That's all I can say. Thank you so much for all of your kind words, support, and belief. It's a very complex sort of situation with my parents, and not telling them what happened. I honestly believe that helps my mental health. It'd be nice to know they'd believe me, but I've accepted it for what it is. Please know I have a wonderful psychologist, and though my mental health and trauma is something I'll always be managing, I'm slowly building up a support network outside of my family. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all three. Deleted. Imagine how many people are typing their secrets just to completely erase on the last sentence and not post at all. Removed. That I was a heroin addict in my 20s. Been clean 9 years, and no one I work with, or associate with at this point in my life, besides wife, kids, and immediate family, realize that 10 years ago I was an unrecognizable shell of who I am now. Oh wow! I didn't expect this to blow up like it did. Thank you all for the kind words. It definitely wasn't easy, and I still have a lot of baggage from that time of my life. The hardest part was cutting out all the people that I had been friends, using buddies, with for almost a decade. Soon as I stopped using, they quit hanging around. If anyone is anywhere on their personal journey and needs someone to talk to, or more importantly, someone to listen, my DMs are always open and anonymous. Sometimes I love you Reddit strangers. I'm mixed up in the fast food game. Sometimes I tell the homeless people around the corner what time we throw out the expired burgers, so they can grab them from the trash. It's explicitly banned in our code of ethics that we sign when we start. I've kept on the down low. I used to be an alcoholic. I used to live in one state and moved to another, so it made it easier. I went to rehab and detox, after aftercare program. Afterwards a sober home in my own apartment, but it's always a stigma if I let anyone know my journey. I'm 31 and honestly it sucks because I want to break free from lying, but it's tough because I believe anyone I tell will judge me and not want to talk to me. It's easier to lie. And it's worked so well so far, so why fix what's not broken? But I also get how it can eventually catch up. Just stuck in the middle. Whoever reads these secrets out on TikTok, please be good at the game you're playing underneath. Got busted with a lot of computers from my work, about $25,000 worth, and plead guilty to grand theft. They spelled my name wrong, wrong birthday, and I never gave them my DL or SSN. I don't remember it, I said over and over during my 90-day incarceration. That was 34 years ago, and I background check my name every few years with a racy heart each time. Nope. Not there. A cousin of mine tried to rape me when I was young, and years later I tried to drown him with a hose. I put the hose at maximum in his throat, but when I heard my parents coming I stopped. After that I said to him, if you tell anyone about this I'm going to really kill you, but we didn't saw each other after that because his family moved to another state. Edit. Thanks for the nice comments. Yes, I went to a lot of therapy sessions for that. My family knew he tried to rape me, but they took importance out of it because we were both kids. I was 8 years old and he was 6 years older than me. Despite that my parents hate him and his family. I don't have any secrets. I get drunk and tell anyone anything. When I was 11 I was told to take out the trash and I did, but, for context, my family had a grill with a box of matches next to it and it was fall, but I burned some dead leaves for like 2 minutes, then I stomped on them to put out the fire, but all did was push it right next to our house, and then the house went up the flames, and my parents had very well paying jobs so they were able to pay for the damages, but when the authorities came and firefighters put out the fire, they were wondering how it started and the authorities suspected someone jumped to the fence and lit up the leaves to burn our house down. Our parents, scared for my life, moved somewhere else and they lost the jobs and lost a lot of money moving to our new house, and for the next solid 7 years we lived like shit. And my parents still do not know that I'm the reason they have to look like that. Deleted. One time in elementary school, there was this really big important test. I was out sick that day, as were a handful of other kids, flu season. There were like 6 of us total who had to make up the test. We were put in a separate room and told to be quiet and focus on our tests. Our teacher would be checking on us very soon. A few minutes after she left, a voice calls out, "Does anyone know the answer to number 7? Next thing you know, we've got one kid looking out at the door while we all discuss and tell each other the answers. I think the teacher checked on us once after a while, but we were already mostly done and at a lull. We all got A's and high BS. I know this isn't a life-ruining secret, but I've been holding that in for almost 20 years lol.